Hi YouTube and welcome back to my Let's Play World of Warcraft on Wednesdays. Last week I wrapped up my Mists of Pandaria series with my Pandaren monk who hit level 12 and finished up the starting area, and so this week I'm starting up a new series. This week I am doing, this is Ragefire Chasm, and I'm basically going to be soloing through every single 5-man instance or dungeon that we have in World of Warcraft that I can solo on my own with my character. Right now she's level 87, she's almost level 88, and soloing most of these she's not going to get any XP whatsoever, but I figured it might be a fun change. So every week there's going to be a different instance that I'm going to run through, and like I said, here we are in Ragefire Chasm, and I haven't run through Ragefire Chasm in a couple years now, and I just realized when I started playing this the other day that it's different. They've actually changed it. This must have happened with Cataclysm, I'm guessing, but everything in here is completely different. I remember the original mobs used to be snakes and other critters, and now they're fiery hellhounds or something. So that's new. Anyway, so I guess one of the things that I will be discovering along with you guys is whether or not these instances have changed much or not. This one definitely has changed. I mean, the layout of the dungeon itself hasn't. That lava flow there is also new. That didn't happen before. And these flame hounds are definitely new. There used to be, first it was like snakes, and then it was trogs, and other things in there, and then various mystical orcs and things doing various rituals and such. And there was like there was one big mob in the main cavern that you end up having to kill. He's one of the bosses. I think he was like the main boss, and then there was a bunch of mini bosses that you had to kill as well. But be that as it may, all the bosses, mini and otherwise, are different now. Now we're collecting corrupted insignias and things, so definitely a change from the original Ragefire Chasm. So this is fun. And here I think was the first mini boss running around over there. There's a big flame hound. Yeah, we're rescuing orcs in here too, Adarog apparently, and like I said, I am level 87, so killing all of these things is pretty quick and easy for me right now. So I'm not really doing a walkthrough in terms of how to best, you know, fight these bosses and that kind of thing. And here I'm just exploring back here, because there used to be trogs and stuff back here that you could fight, and you can actually see the bodies of the trogs that you used to have to fight back in the day, but they're just not alive anymore. They're just like piled up dead trogs now. And then there's a suspicious rock over there, but first I'm going to go down this corridor as well, because there used to be a quest that you had to complete down this way, so I figured let me see if there still is one, or if there's a new one in here. And still more bodies of dead trogs. At least we don't have to fight them anymore. That's kind of cool. Because I remember this was always a hard fight getting up into here, and then there used to be a Tauren that you had to rescue, and obviously this Tauren is no longer here, so, and there's nothing else in that cavern anymore. So I guess those two branches really have no point of ever running through, so if you are a new World of Warcraft player and want to run this instance, just don't bother with the side branches, because apparently they're pointless at this point. Alright, so now we're going to go up into this other branch over here and check out the suspicious rock. Well, first we're going to kill this guy, and then check out the suspicious rock. And it's green, so you know it's friendly. At least, as far as I can tell, it's friendly. Yep, there we go. He was just hiding. So we're just kind of going through and rescuing these scouts, and more lava flow. Just kind of showing up out of nowhere. Like, okay, ow. I wasn't going to wait for it to go away, because I'm not sure if it will or not. But yeah, so since I'm such a high level and I'm soloing this is not going to be a guide as to how to best do these boss battles and things. It's more of this is kind of a tour of each instance, so you can kind of see what they're like, see what to expect, that kind of thing. But the boss battles, I mean, the low-level bosses are fairly easy, but, if you're at level, they're not as easy as they would be if you're higher level, of course. Alright, so this guy looks like another mini-boss, doing some kind of ritual there. And definitely right now, these are going to be fairly short instance runs. I think this one is a total of 12 minutes all from beginning to end. Okay, and see, now we have the big boss in the center is now a big giant lava worm rather than a demon. I think he used to be a big, I don't know if it was blue or green, but he was a big old demon in the middle. And now we've got this lava worm instead. But we still kind of have these flame callers and things. They're different than they used to be, but they're still orcs, so... Oh, another orc that we gotta save from the lava. So yeah, as I was saying, this particular instance is going to take me a total of 12 minutes to run, and progressively they're going to take longer and longer as they get more complicated. I'm going to first go through all of the vanilla instances, all of them that I can. I think some of them have changed. I'm not sure if I can still do Scarlet Monastery. I think I can. I know that there's a higher level version of it now, or I forget which ones are still around and which ones aren't, but I'm going to do all of the instances of the vanilla instances that I can. And then from there I will move on to the Burning Crusade ones, followed up by Wrath of the Lich King, etc., etc. Oh yes, and here we have yet another mini-boss. He was pretty easy to do. Yep. And now that we've kind of taken care of all of that, now we're going to go ahead and rescue these other orcs over here. And then we can just turn in the quests and get ourselves out of this instance. So the only ones that I don't know that I can solo right now in terms of instances are the Cataclysm ones. I'm thinking that the Cataclysm ones are going to be too difficult for me to solo. They're probably easy enough for, like, 2 or 3 people to do, but I don't think they're easy enough for a single person to do, especially the heroic versions of them. I'm sure in another couple of expansions, once we hit like level 100 or, whatever levels we're going to be at, then the Cataclysm instances will be soloable as well, but for right now they're not. So right now I'm kind of running back out, but first I'm taking a look at this branch up here because there used to also be a mini boss up in this area with the old version of this instance. I was guessing that there probably wouldn't be, but I figure I might as well do the due diligence and check it out and see if there wasn't anything hiding up here. I don't see anything, even at a distance, but I figured I'd go all the way up and just take a look. So, yep, nothing up here. Which is kind of a shame because there's like the 3 different branches, 2 of them that had mini bosses hiding in them, and now all the bosses are just kind of out in the open and they're just easy to find and get to. So this particular instance is pretty quick, and if you just skip doing these side branches, like I'm running them up and down just to see what's up there. But if you run through this and skip them, you can probably do this much quicker. Especially if you're soloing at my level, you can probably run through this in 5 minutes. But I'm taking the time to kind of do a little bit extra exploration, just so that everyone can have a full tour of this full instance. Alright, so I missed a couple of limb callers here, so I might as well get rid of them along the way. Yeah, I was just looking around to see if there was anything else I missed, but nope. So I might as well just run out at this point. and I'm resisting the urge to loot all of the bodies that I have along the way. Because, I mean, obviously everything's just, you know, it's worthless junk at this, for someone my level, but I tend to have a hard time not looting everything. I want to loot everything in sight that I can, so it's a bad habit of mine. I tend to fill up my pack with useless junk too quickly all the time. But that's just me. That's just my thing. So there we go, and we got the Corcoran Scout, and we don't have to rescue these guys, but I kind of feel sorry for them, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and rescue you. Alright, the lava went away there. So, and this is one of the instances where you actually have to, and it comes back right as we're running through this area. Ow! This is one of those instances, and many of them, where you have to kind of, you run through it, and then you have to run all the way back out to exit it. I mean, you can hearth out it. I'm pretty sure that, you know, that's not a problem, hearthing out, but if you want to exit the instance without hearthing, because right now my hearth point is in Pandara, so, or Pandaria, and so I don't want to hearth out, because then I have to come all the way back to Orgrimmar again, and so that's a bit of a it's too much work, so I'm trying to run back out so that I can then fly to get to the next instance. So join me next week, where I will be doing a run of the Dead Mines 5-man instance. So look forward to that. I'm not going to record my traveling there, just the running through the instance itself. So until next week, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.